Hello and welcome to Pardon the Integration. Back up Microsoft 365 without breaking the bank, a podcast where we discuss the trends in the channel today. I'm your host, Kenna Johnson from the Channel Company. My guest today is Drew Schlussel. He's a Senior Director of Product Marketing at Wasabi Technologies. Drew, thank you so much for joining us here today. We'll learn how Wasabi provides a secure and cost-effective cloud storage service to support a comprehensive backup solution for Microsoft 365. The way our program works is we have 3 topics to discuss, and we have 3 minutes to talk about each. You'll see a countdown clock at the bottom of your screen. Today, we'll discuss the importance of backup, choosing a backup solution, and how can Wasabi help. So let's get started. Segment 1, the importance of backup. Why is backup so critical for your customers today?
Our data is under constant assault. Hackers, bad actors, not Owen Wilson, I love that guy. Nation states are trying constantly to steal or delete our data in order to extort money. You need a solid backup strategy. You need to execute it well, because that's literally your last line of defense against bad actors, right? Bad people trying to do bad things. You need to have a backup. It's always shocking to me, surveys come out that there is still a percentage of people not backing up their data.
Why is backup important for users of Microsoft 365?
So now we're talking about software as a service, and believe it or not, Microsoft does not back up your data. Long story short, and you can Google this, okay? I'm not making this up. There is this model called the shared responsibility model, and it states clearly that all data and information created and stored with Microsoft 365 is your responsibility. You have to make sure that it is backed up and secure, not Microsoft. They're responsible for keeping the system up and running. So if you don't back it up and somebody leaves and deletes a project, you lose an email, a file, a folder, whatever, that's on you. And again, looking at every survey I've read over the last year, still amazing how many respondents have experienced some kind of data loss with Microsoft 365. And it's accidental. It's usually not intentional, but you've got to back that data up.
When developing a backup strategy, why is cloud storage also a key factor?
So the beautiful thing about cloud storage in the context of data backup is that it provides an added layer of protection to your data. When you use it to store a copy, you significantly bolster your data security posture. You have a copy that is logically air-gapped from your primary on-prem copy. It's encrypted, and it's only accessible by the authorized admins with the proper multi-factor authentication. It really is a secure added layer to your backup strategy, and everybody should employ that in some way, shape, or form.
That leads us to segment 2, choosing a backup solution for Microsoft 365. What are the key factors when choosing a backup solution?
So the quick answer, because we're under the shot clock here, you want a comprehensive backup solution, something that backs up all your data, emails, files, projects, conversations. You want it to be fully secure. So you want to make sure that all the mechanisms are in place for authentication, authorization, encryption, all right? And ultimately, you want to make sure it's easy for the end user to recover even the smallest object like an email by themselves. You don't want to have, a slew of tickets coming into your operations center asking for this file or that file. Let the folks go and get what they need themselves. Of course, I've got to recommend that whatever solution you choose, that it also leverages cloud storage to make sure you take advantage of all the things we talked about just a moment ago.
Who does Wasabi partner with that provides solutions for comprehensive backup and recovery for Microsoft 365?
Wasabi has over 350 technical partners with validated or certified solutions to leverage Wasabi's hot cloud storage. In particular, Wasabi partners with a number of solution providers that protect Microsoft 365 data. That includes Veeam, Cohesity, Commvault, Rubrik, Veritas, ArcServe, in addition to MSP 360, Probax, and Opti9, just to name a few. They all have their strengths, and all of them leverage Wasabi for the benefit of their customers.
Why is it so important to leverage secure cloud storage as part of these solutions?
I think it's as simple as this: redundancy and security, right? We talked about this a little bit already. Um, if the attackers want to maximize their payment demand, they're going to go after your backups. They go after your backups, okay? And if they can compromise those on-prem systems, they've got you by the throat. So having a copy in the cloud, a backup copy of your backups, is really the only way you're going to avoid a catastrophic situation. And of course, make sure that those cloud copies are absolutely secure.
That brings us to segment 3. How can Wasabi help? Now, I know we touched on this, but who is Wasabi?
Wasabi provides simple, predictable, and extremely affordable hot cloud storage for businesses all over the world. It enables organizations to store and instantly access an unlimited amount of data at basically 1/5 the price of the competition, the hyperscalers. And there's no unpredictable egress or API request fees.
Why is Wasabi a cost-effective solution?
I think it comes back to the idea of predictable cost. All right. With any other hyperscale storage service provider, you really don't know what your bill's going to be at the end of the month. We talked earlier about the ease of use for a backup solution. And when you allow your end users to recover your files, you're paying for every time those folks are going to go and get a file back. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a linear cost and you knew that your storage cost was not going to waver or change whatsoever, no matter how much you backed up or how much you recovered? That's what I think makes Wasabi the most effective solution for Microsoft 365 backup.
Now, this is an important one. How can partners improve their margins while saving customers money by selling backup and storage together?
Well, like I like to say, Wasabi is for winners. If you bring Wasabi along from the very beginning into your deals, you will have a significant advantage over any other competitor for that deal. All right. Because if they're bringing in a hyperscaler or not even defining a cloud storage provider, which creates a giant question mark, sky's the limit on what the ultimate total cost is going to be. You can bring in a very well-defined cost structure. And when you do that, you leave room for yourself to provide additional services, additional licenses, whatever you want to do. Here's the best part for partners for Wasabi. You can sign up with Wasabi and start selling hot cloud storage as fast as you want. We have the fastest ramp of any partner program out there, and you can start as low as 1 terabyte. Work with Wasabi, win more deals faster.
Drew, thank you so much for joining me today. Before we go, I'd like to list my top 3 takeaways. Microsoft 365 users absolutely should back up their data. Customers need a backup solution that's easy to use and secure. Wasabi can improve your margins while saving your customers money. That concludes Pardon the Integration, Backup Microsoft 365 without breaking the bank. I'm Kenna Johnson. See you next time.